All right, I'm live on the cell phone, guys. I'm trying to figure this shit here out. If you see right there, I also got it on the big screen television right there too. I'm just trying to figure this crap out. Um, just trial and error. Yeah, so we'll go back out of this, and I'll just put this screen here up here. Who's my subscriber right now? It's online. Do 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 do. This is annoying me today. I figured out how to use um whatchamacallit. Hangout. Who's on this? Who's my one watcher? Is it you, Timmy?
No, I'm not even on
Uh now Timmy's on there. Well, we're just having fun. I'm on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. Wanna be trucker. Might be me. Yeah,
yet.
that probably is you there, buddy. Thank you. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this new live stuff. I'm trying to do it on my laptop and it's not really working too well. And all kinds of people sending me stuff now. Are you there? All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm online. I'm online now. Got all that good fun stuff. That may be me and cool beats. So, all right, guys. Let's try to get more people on here. Um, I got the setup now. See, now I can actually read your guys' little texts right here, there, and then I got them up here on the big screen, so Mark can see them too. So, haha, to get on phone. So, I'm here. I'm here, guys. Uh, well, now I got things on first. Oh, there it is. So, see, I can type to you guys now. Yeah. So, Mark, you want to talk to everybody? Tell them your success, or
No, it's
you,
too early.
too early, huh? Not enough subscribers yet. Viewers.
Naturally.
Not enough viewers yet, huh? Nobody wants to view my page today. Yeah. Had to get the phone. What did you have to get the phone for? Okay. Say something. Okay. Manual trucker advice about testing in Wisconsin for the classmates. If you're gonna go test in Wisconsin, we suggest you take and use Jamie. Sorry, I blocked the phone. Use Jamie. I'll send you. I'll put his information on one of my videos. I'll tag it at the end of this in all his information, and you can use him. Um, he's very good. Eric seems to have a little bit of problems. Everybody seems to have a problem with Eric. He's a good guy, but the only problem is he likes to sit on a cell phone, or he won't make himself very clear, is what the problem is. So, but that's what is going on up there with Eric. Uh, Puppy was chewing on phone. Why was the puppy chewing on the phone for? Man. Bought the wife a new dog yesterday. She got her a full-blooded Shih Tzu puppy, male. And now he's chewing on her phone. That's not good. Gonna have to whoop him. So, got 6 viewers now, Timmy.
There you go. You're moving.
Does Millis run West Coast? Why don't we run West Coast? We do run a little bit of West Coast. We do take and go to California, things like that. But there's only a few loads that go that way. Did you get any points off?
I don't know. They don't discuss that with you.
He didn't discuss any of that with him when he took in
It's either P or F.
a pass or fail. That's all it was. What's up, Josh Spencer? Doing a good job, huh? Thank you. Let me see. Switch to the other profile. What's wrong? All right. Can you request a West Coast load? I've been to West Coast 3 times. But yeah, you can. We take loads out to California. Um, they may send more people out that way too. I don't know yet. Company's growing, so I don't know what they're going to be doing next couple years. There we go. You finally get it there. I know you tried to send me something there, Mandy, the Hangout, but I seen you try calling me on my phone. We're gonna do the Hangout. I just was playing with the Hangout earlier, so that's all I know. Got 6 people there, Mark. I did. You sure did. How's class going there, Manny? Look, this makes it a lot easier for me to read your guys' questions.
Yeah, it does.
See, I got it here on this screen, and I also got it up there too. So it's up there on my television in the truck. So it makes things a whole lot easier. So I can talk to you guys, and then I can also sit here and type. So it makes things a lot easier in my little life of trucking here, or trying to YouTube.
Any questions about the testing or anything?
No, just pass or did you get any points off?
Oh, okay.
Now the puppy's chewing on Alistair's tail.
Should chew on
I
balls.
don't think puppy's gonna be living long. Want to be truck driver? Is there a limit of how much you can fail the road test? And what happens when you do fail it? Do you have to wait a certain amount of time or go out with a trainer again? Well, your CDL test is you only test out one, or with your truck, or you're on your CDL permit. You can test, I think, up to 5 times, and within that 5 times, you should be able to pass the CDL test. But you're still with your trainer the whole time. You don't get out on your own. You're still with the trainer. But I think you can only pass or fail 5 times. And you only have a time limit too on your CDL permit that it expires after a certain amount of time. Hey Timmy.
Hey David Fultz. What the hell are you doing?
Okay. Can you get kicked out of the MTI school? Yes, you can. There was one of my subscribers got kicked out for not being able to back up. So
One of my class too.
a guy that was in one of his classes got kicked out because he couldn't pass the backing either. So there is a possibility if you're going too slow about learning how to back up, you can get kicked out or destroy something. We had guys doing weird stuff too. Yeah, see, Ryan says there was a guy that couldn't back up in his class. You got some weird guys training. Huh? Who's that? Danger in truck as well. Good today was start off week 3, took road test 4 a.m. You're up in Missouri, that's pretty cool. Who's Elmo?
Tickle me.
Tickle me, Elmo? Oh, that's funny. So you want to talk to these people there, Mark?
Hey Ryan, what's going on, man? How many miles you got in now, bud? Manny, how's it going, man? Dinner was leftover lasagna that he made the other night. It was mighty good. 10-2, eh? That's awesome, man. I think through today, I think he came up with
1088.
10,888. So getting there, man. Should be Black River Falls tomorrow afternoon. Not much, Manny. Everything's good, bro.
She said she sent your wife a picture of the puppy.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jennifer. She's gonna love that. Brakes, school you, Velma. No, so as everybody knows, yesterday was a big day. Finally passed that the back end portion, skills test, and of course the road test. But feels good, Ryan. Just like you now, you and Matt. I think there's only a couple guys left in my class that haven't tested out yet. So it took a minute, or it took twice, but it's all there. CPL 9, I love Millis so far. Other drivers are awesome. I mean, you hear some nightmare stories with trainers and those, that were in my class, and I'm sure Ryan can speak on that behalf from guys in his class. But you have a problem with the trainer, see what you can do about getting out and getting somebody new. It's all good. I mean, I lucked out and had a great time in this truck, and gonna miss all the camaraderie that we've shared and all that good stuff. But it's time to get out and get on my own and get my own truck. No, they don't lie. CL9, congratulations, man. When do you start school? I'm wannabe trucker. I'd like to get into the training aspect of it. It's going to take probably about a year, maybe 2 years to get fully acclimated to this industry. I had never been in a big rig truck up until I started school May 14th. Being 51 years old, it was like night and day from what I had come from, and had a pretty set career with the place that I used to work with for almost 26 years. And it was a big change in my life. The toughest part is being away from my wife and my son, and but other than that, it's going great. I mean, everything that started with the recruiting aspect of it, what my recruiter told me is pretty much point on, and it's been great. The guys at Millis Transfer, for the most part, most of the other truck drivers are awesome guys. They're very friendly, just like a close-knit family. Met some guys like Ryan he was in the Eden class, and they came down to Cartersville on one of their day trips, and got to meet his class. So we all pretty much stick together, and any questions or whatever, we can feel free to always call Perry, and go from there. He'll answer any questions. With getting a trainer, it's kind of hard. I mean, I kind of lucked out. I wanted Perry from the beginning, but he actually had another student at the time when I was getting out of class, and it just so happened that the student that he was training, something happened and he had to drop him off. But I ended up lucking out and getting into his truck. So it's been awesome. Like, he's got another one to pick up here the end of this month, and I got to be done and out of here by then. So 4,000 miles ain't gonna be bad, and we'll get it done. Any questions about the classroom or anything like that? Any questions about the training aspect of being in someone else's truck, being with your trainer? Yeah, Perry's a good guy. You can learn a lot from him. I've known him back since, he's a good guy. I'll second that, Joshua. I'd recommend him to anybody.
Especially because of his helium voice.
What were your back and test?
My back and test the first time, well, they were the same the second time too, but straight line, offset, and then the 90-degree pack. And I tested out with Eric the first time, and in Richfield. What the? And just yesterday I went to Jamie's spot in Beloit, so totally different. It was a flat surface, easy to do. I mean, we only had, what, 16,000 in the back. Not that that would have made a difference.
Show
but
us your Millis hat.
Millis what?
Show us your Millis hat.
That's it, man. Got that
That trucker hat.
after school, completing school and into orientation. They gave us all a hat of our choice and 5 shirts, either the polos, or you can get t-shirts or combine them, whatever you want to do. What were we talking about? Oh, the backing. Yeah, so straight line, offset, and 90. And you're good to go. Then you go out on your road test. It's about 45 minutes. With Jamie, there's 2 signs he asks you for. How's your driving stamina increased? And Perry will tell you, dude, I like to run. I don't have a problem with getting up early and running all day. I mean, you got to plan your day with what you have. It's not like you're going to drive, 500-600 miles every day just because of situations that come up, traffic, whatever, or you just don't have that far to go. But the backing, the first time I tested out, the 90 was difficult. I misjudged the turn, and I mucked it up bad.
Yeah,
But
that one video that I done that Mark was recording where I was backing into the truck stop. That was the first night that we had to do a tight back there. So
yeah,
yeah,
it gets tight, but you each and every day that you can practice when you're out with your trainer, just back as much as you can, and you'll get it. We've only had to do, I think, 190 back since we've been out, so it's kind of difficult for me to practice other than the time we could, at a truck stop if we got in early or whatever. But your straight line, get that one down first. That's the most important. Easy, left, right. The biggest thing with backing is you don't have to crank the wheel as hard as you think you do, and that was my biggest mistake at the beginning. But other than that, I mean, you'll get it.
this is an old friend of mine, Josh. Me and him used to
Oh,
run
you
together.
still can't back?
No, he can't back.
You're just being a smart
Yeah,
ass.
I'm just being a smart ass. He drives oversized loads now for
Oh, really?
John Deere and all that. Okay.
John Deere Josh, eh? All
Yeah,
right.
John Deere Josh. I'll show you pictures later of his truck. And
That's
all.
awesome to hear. And Millis sounds like a great company to start with. What can you expect going to Millis class? And what can you expect being a trainer for the first time? The first part of that question, going to class, the first day is all paperwork. Second day, finishing up paperwork. Third day, you get out on the range a little bit. Thursday, you're back in the classroom. Then Friday, we broke up into 2 groups of one had 6, one had 5 in it, and half of us went out on the road with one of our instructors, and the other half stayed at the terminal there and practiced backing for a week, and then we flip-flopped the following week. So we got to do the backing range for a week, and then those 5 fellows went out on the road with the instructor. And then the final 3 days were orientation, and then by that time you're antsy, you're ready to go, man. With the test after offset, you go right into the 90. Yes, that's true, Ryan. They didn't teach us that. You're absolutely right, Ryan. We had a couple times in Cartersville, but it was it's nothing like when you're actually out there and have to do it. You number one in class, it's an empty trailer. There's no weight to it. It's a lot more, I guess, work, if you want to call it that, to try and judge it better. And then Perry can answer that other question about what can you expect being with a trainer for the first time.
All right, what to expect to be with a trainer at the first time?
Yeah, you interview him first.
Yeah, I interview him first. Dude, I've came up with some crazy people on the truck before. I always like to take and pull everybody I have in my trucks now from my YouTube page, so you guys know who I am, how I do everything. The guy I'm picking up next on the 30th after Mark here, I haven't met him. He's on my YouTube page now, but he lives close to my house, and I talked to him. He seems like he's a pretty cool guy. He's been watching my videos and everything else, so he knows how I am, and he's wanting to be on YouTube with me, so that's pretty cool. But when you get into a trainer truck, man, just have an open mind. Some guys are a total ass. I can tell you that right now. There's a guy that we've been talking to. Ryan knows him. Mark knows him very well. He's having a very, 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 very miserable time in the training, but he's sticking it out. He's almost done with his training. He's just biting his tongue and just moving on. And I commend the man for that. He's dealing with the issue. I wouldn't have dealt with it. I would have took and got into another trainer truck, but the man's dealing with his issues and going from there. But the company here, Millis, if you don't like the trainer, you guys ain't getting along, you guys can always request another trainer. I've had guys where I'm his 5th trainer, so you're just going to have respect, and you're here to learn, and you got to find a guy that's going to teach you, and that's the big thing, right, Mark?
That's right. A little bit on that note, I met Perry obviously through YouTube, and he extended his phone number. I called him, asked him a bunch of questions before I actually committed to Millis. There was a couple other companies that I was looking into, but I'm glad I chose Millis, and 100% satisfied. I've learned a lot with not only the driving aspect, but the living conditions, the cooking conditions, which Perry's an awesome cook. You will definitely enjoy food if you like to eat, and we pretty much stayed away from the truck stop food and that sort of thing, although occasionally we do cheat. But Perry did the same for me. But Wolfman,
you were a class a week before him.
Yeah, you're right, Ryan, but you're gonna beat me to that truck, my man.
We took 10 days off.
Yeah, we had that 10-day break, and which was good because I was able to get moved and get settled in Cartersville, so it worked out good for both of us.
He's asking what other companies were you looking at?
I was looking at Prime and Jim Palmer Trucking and Wiltrans out of Springfield. And I almost committed with Prime. I mean, it was down to the wire, whoever I heard from first, basically. But and just talking with people and doing a lot of homework and listening to other YouTube channels like Red Viking Trucker. He highly recommended Millis Transfer. That was like #1. Then Prime, he had mentioned a couple times in a couple videos. I emailed him, he emailed me back and asked him a bunch of questions, and he answered them honestly. So in a hotel next Wednesday through Friday, trainer has to go home for a few days, so I think no. I don't think so, Ryan. You got the miles in too, but we'll see. All in all, it's all gonna be good, man. CL9, yeah, if you have any other questions, man, you could reach out to any of us, especially get a student's point of view. Talk to a couple of them. There's a couple students on this channel right now. Ryan's one. Like I said, he's out of the Eden class. We all went to school, within a couple weeks of each other. But and Manuel, the trucking driver. No, who's the other one?
It's this guy right here.
Manny or
yeah, Manny. Manny's the other one.
And Manny's another one student at Millis right now. So, yeah, any question? Manual's training as well. Yeah, that's awesome. Manny, all right, got you.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, all in all, good vibes, man. It's been great. Millis pays more than Prime, and it's family owned. Absolutely, Ryan. That was one of my biggest concerns. I didn't want to be just a number, and you know, still with Millis, they have what, 850?
Yeah.
850 drivers. So not like they're gonna know you by name, whatever. But of course they do Perry, the 20-year man.
I've only been here 7 years.
I'll check you out, Ryan. There you go. CL9. Yeah, Ryan's got a YouTube page out as well. Ryan Nickerson. Good channel. He promotes a lot of good videos.
Yeah, if you guys go through my my description, there's also another gentleman on there. His name's Matt, Diary of a Matt Man. He's another student that's here too. You guys check out his page. He's kind of funny.
Yep, Diary of Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was my roommate. He's a douchebag.
He's a douchebag.
Woo, man. Yeah, he's only got like 350 miles to go for his 15,000.
Yeah.
Who's ugly mug?
Who, me? Josh? Don't make me come to Andy and whoop your ass, Josh.
Funny, you can always count on that from him. Yeah.
Oh boy. What?
No, I'm just kidding, man. He was my roommate. We had a good time, and just inside, you know, it's all good. Matt does look like a douchebag. Man, and he's not even on here to defend himself.
Oh boy.
I know he was that one itching to get out of his trainer's truck. I will say that. But he'll get with you on that episode.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a 2-hour long video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's going to post something when he finally gets out. Sandra Pritchard. Hey, Sandra.
I got my CDL.
Congratulations.
License. That's cool.
When you get him back, hopefully tomorrow morning we will drop this load off in Effingham, and then we'll get dispatched hopefully down to Cartersville or around that area, so I can get in there and get that Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna be able to run teams for too long.
Sandra, where did you get your license through? What school did you go to?
I've never done flatbed, so I can't honestly say.
160. What's the 160?
What's the 160, Sandra? Jamie. Jamie was still in your
Oh, you're talking about the $150 for the CDL test? Driving Academy? I don't know.
Yeah, driving academy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, flatbeds definitely work. I've heard that.
Yeah, Josh is a flatbedder. He a pretend flatbedder. He just pulls around farm equipment. So Sandra, are they gonna make you go out with a trainer? You're not heavy haul, pal. You shoot. You haul one little John Deere backhoe and you think you're fucking heavy haul. What the hell, dude? You can't drive up and down hills with that trailer. You can only stay in 2 states. Yeah, Millis is a good company there, Sandra. It's You'll like it here. They're very family-oriented company. You'll enjoy it. They'll probably put you with a student or with a trainer for 15,000 miles if you already got your CDL. If they're not going to put you through the school, it's just a school. Check my profile out. What do I want to check your profile out for? I want to be trucker every day. Just push through and keep going. Yep. You're not talking no more there, Timmy.
Yeah, I know. There's
Just
too many comments.
too many comments rolling through here.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, Sandra, good luck to you, whatever decision you make. And, you know, like we said earlier, it's a great company to work for. I'm very happy.
You'll have 3 weeks of training. That's pretty cool. There's a
Yes.
yeah, that'd be.
Well, no, she'll just go to orientation, right, with a CDL? And then have to go
I
out?
don't know.
Yeah, I think that's because we had those guys in our, there was 3 of them that already had their CDL. They did orientation with us, and then they went out with a trainer right away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, Ryan, you're probably correct. It all depends on what recruiting is going to make you do. No, it's not paid orientation. Manning, you go 3 weeks without orientation, or 3 weeks no paid school and 3-day orientation. But they do special deals with some people, so you just got to take and call recruiting. Call Naomi or
Peggy.
Peggy or one of them people.
Yeah, that's true, Ryan.
Any negative things you can say while you were being trained, been in training? Just my gas, probably.
Yeah, he's unloaded a few pellets once in a while, and it happens. You're in a confined area. What are you going to do? No, nothing bad at all. I mean, like I said, there's nightmare stories out there. I mean, even with guys in our class. But it happens.
I can give Sandra, if you look down on my page, on all my videos, my last like 25 videos, if you go through the descriptions, there's a phone number in there and who to contact for recruiting. You can talk to Naomi and all them. I have a couple more months till I meet the age requirement. What is your age? So you're about 20 then. Definitely had my entrance. Yep. Congratulations there, Wannabe. What state you live in there, Wannabe? Oklahoma. Have you talked to Millis about training with being in Oklahoma? Are they going to let you come through the training? Or I know Manning can tell you that where he lives at, they told him he had to park his truck in Burleson and he had to either drive or fly home. So I don't know if you've talked to them or not about Oklahoma, whereabouts you live at in Oklahoma. Yeah, you can go ahead and contact them now. If you're just a few months away from turning 21, so you can try to get into class when you turn 21, I would recommend that highly. So you can at least get a seat ready, get everything you need, and you can get your permit now when you're 20. You guys rock. I have been watching your videos. They're great and informative. Thank you, Sandra. We try to make these things entertaining as much as we can. Did you guys watch the video this morning of what was it? Coffee or the
Timmy and Charlie.
Yeah, Timmy and Charlie. Charlie and Timmy coffee without coffee or something like that. Had me almost pissed my pants. Oh boy. Woke you up, didn't it, Ryan? Hey, you guys can also see too, I had to put my little party lights in. They got them all the way around the bunk here. I got 2 more boxes of them. I was told from another driver that only thing they are here from Walmart. You get these over by the TVs, and they're only $4.88, and they just plug in with a USB cord, and they can change, what, 20 different colors, 16 different colors?
Yeah.
Pretty cool little things. They're pretty bright too. So I just stuck them up there with electrical tape. I live 7 hours from terminal, 4 hours from their hiring area.
They might not.
Well, that was Manning. He's already hired on here. Josh, I get my next student on the 30th. He's out of Indianapolis, over by your house. May have you pick him up and bring him to me. Over between Avon and Ben Davis.
How often you go home?
How often do I go home? Well, I live in Indianapolis, so
Like
I crisscross through there all the time. I was home last night, was home last week for 10 days. I try to normally get home every 10, 12 days, just to swing by it. But to go home, I don't do that for every 6 to 8 weeks. Your roads suck. Was trying to sleep going, oh, I know they suck. Tell me nothing I didn't know. Ryan wants you to get a hold of the congressman in Indiana. Well, hold on a second. Get a hold of the vice president of the United States. After he left Indiana, it went to shit in a handbag. Sorry. Perry, are you OTR? Yes, I am. I'm over the road. I've been over the road for 5 years now, and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, that gentleman's name is Mike Pence. That's who it is. Call him.
They still burn crosses in Indiana.
They still burn, yeah. Well, that's only in Martinsville they do that, so we don't go to Martinsville. Yeah, we just came back from Mackinac Island, me and the wife and my granddaughter. We went, or Mackinac Island, went up to Mackinac, Michigan for 3 days. That was a pretty good little trip. I put some videos of that up on YouTube. If you guys want to go back and watch them, it's pretty neat up there. How often do you circle back to the home terminal? I'm in Trenton, man. They don't ever send me to Trenton. I'm a lot in Cartersville where Mark's going to be living at, so Mark will be able to go home a lot too. Just easily crisscross back and forth. I'll stop by his place and have to sit down with him. Okay there, Ryan. The training center there in Wannabe Truckers in Burleson, just south of Fort Worth, about 14, 15 miles is where that's at. Yeah, Wannabe, you can get a permit now. You can actually drive a truck when you're 18 years old as long as you stay intramobile. Instead of intramobile, it's just a changing of a few letters. But it's if you're intramobile, that means you just stay within the state. And you can drive a semi at the age of 18. So you can actually get your permit and then just tell me you're going to go OTR so you can get your permit to go driving or you can start studying for the test. Yeah, OTR is a lot of fun, Josh. I'm in Eden now, and I haven't. Yep, that's pretty much how it works, Ryan. We just drop and run from Eden and just, that's like in Trenton, Ohio. I never get to stay in Trenton. We were in Trenton earlier today. Went in there, dropped the trailer, and got the hell out of there. CL9, that may be changing here pretty soon. We're expanding the company, so I wouldn't be surprised within the next 3-4 years they don't start going out west. That's just things that can maybe on the board later on. Yeah, Ryan, you spent a lot of time up in Richfield. You're going to start being a Green Bay Packer fan here soon. Good old Trenton. Yep, good old Trenton there, Josh. I went up 73 today. First time in a long time I went up 73. Hell no. Yeah, you are. You're going to be a Badger fan and all that before too long. Ryan, we can't be friends no more. You're a Pats fan. Us Indianapolis people do not like the Pats.
Tom Brady from where? Michigan.
I'm just playing with you, Ryan. Josh is flipping you off. Yeah, Josh has season tickets to the Colts games, I think. He's always posting on Facebook that he's going to the Colts game. I don't know how he takes and goes to the Colts game so much. He never works.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Ticket holder as an OTR driver?
He's not OTR. Free tickets. How do you get free tickets? Why don't you hook me up with some free tickets?
We don't like the Colts. Like our little trick with the coaching. Oh, God. And then your wife's got to chime in. Freaking Notre Dame.
Oh, boy.
September 9th. Jennifer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jennifer and Mark's been having conflicts back and forth. Definitely when the Cubbies are playing the Detroit Tigers.
Tigers suck. Duke.
Well, want to be with the unrestricted license. It really doesn't matter anymore. Before too long, it's all going to be automatic trucks out here on the road. They're going to be getting rid of the stick shifts, just like Corvette's getting rid of the sticks. They're all going to automatics in 2020.
Oh, you just got to be 21 to switch to interstate.
Yeah, you just got to be 21 to go to interstate.
Intra, you can work at 18.
Mm-hmm. Intra, you can take and work at 18. Interstate, you got to be 21.
Yeah, Red Sox are freaking jamming this year. Them and the Yanks. Yeah, Josh, I know the Tigers do suck.
Josh, you're a Cincinnati Reds fan and you live in Indianapolis. Why aren't you a Cubbies fan?
What year's your Kenworth?
18. Mine's a 2018 Kenworth.
You asked earlier when you're getting a 19.
I'm not going to get a 19. I'm going to get a 20. 2020. I'll get mine next year. I want to say they changed the laws to 20. I would check that.
He can still get his permit though. Like
yeah, you can get your permit at the age of 20 to go interstate. Your permit doesn't really matter if you're interstate or intrastate. You're still just getting your permit. Ryan Crisell is awesome.
Oh, White Sox. Well, we're all in the same division. except for the Cubbies. Boston Red Sox. Ain't that right, Ryan? Boston.
I don't need no Peterbilt.
No.
Anyway, PACCAR is the same damn thing. Kenworth and Peterbilt's are the same, Josh. Same company. Oh boy.
Glider Dave.
Yeah. So you got DEF motor in yours truck here, Josh, or do you guys got a Caterpillar in there? Who sees a 100 win season? The Tigers?
Sox. The Red Sox.
Oh,
Man.
the Red Sox.
Yeah, they're in first.
Yeah,
with
you got
the
a
Yanks,
550
aren't they?
cat. You guys need Jeter. Oh boy. Thumbs up, huh? Fun stuff. We have 46 minutes. We still got about another 14 minutes left. You want to talk to everybody there, Mark?
Again.
Yeah. There's Marky Mark.
And the bunch.
Oh, shoot. Fire. I
At the helm.
almost shut it off.
Oh, Charlie.
What are the GPSs in the truck? Oh. I've got two. Go ahead and tell them.
We got of course, the old dashboard, and then we got I don't know if you can see that because I got the curtains pulled because of the sun, but he's got a Garmin right there. What is it? 770 LTM. And then he's got the Ram McNally over there. I personally like the Garmin. I think I'm going to get that so Perry can get it all set up for me when I'm ready.
How do you feel about the cameras in the camps?
Yeah, the cameras don't bother me, dude. Even with Perry's cameras, he's got 3 of them in here.
I got 6 of them in here.
Or 6, yeah, but 3 set up, right?
Yeah, 3 set up.
And
Yeah,
they don't bother me at all. I mean,
so you guys can see the setup I got in here. Got 2 of them right there, and then I got another one over here. Get it all punched out right there. See, I got another one set up right there.
and then the Millis one.
The Millis crappy ass
So we
camera.
just put a hat over that.
We just put a hat over that camera, and then got the 2 dash cams.
I personally would, I would highly recommend the dash cam. I mean, you never know. Sitting that night in a truck stop and somebody backs into you. I mean, yeah, the Millis one might go off, but it's just proof for you. Yeah, the cameras don't bother me at all. You guys have control over them. Perry does. I don't. I don't really care to. I'm not technically challenged, so that's why I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't know how to do that crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I can control my cameras by my phone or just pressing the button on the screen on the cameras. One of them stays on all the time while we're driving as a dash cam. It's also got GPS and everything in it.
Yeah, I've set mine off a few times too, Manny, especially with that following distance when a jackass four-wheeler will dart in front of you and then slow down to 55 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone. So I totally agree with you. Anonymous drugs.
So you talk to the camera, huh, Ryan? I've talked to it too. I flip it off and then I get a message from Dan, hey, I need you to call me. You know, so you got to watch what you say on it.
Yeah, following that brake up, slowing them up. Yeah, absolutely, Manny. Hey, thanks, Josh. I appreciate that, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Josh
I
has
know
been
there is a
driving for a
bunch of holes out there, and you don't really realize that. I mean, I never did until. I mean, I have a lot more respect for truck drivers now than I did coming into school. I mean, I always thought lumped them all in, and most were asshole drivers or whatever. But man, four-wheelers, they're jackasses, man. I mean, the cell phones, the distractions of them driving on the roads, and I mean, every person you drive by is on their phone, it seems like.
Yeah. I'll plug this in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, guys. I got to plug the camera in. Golly.
So,
There we
yeah,
go.
you're absolutely right, Ryan. There's a few choice words you'd love to say, or man, there's so many times I want to pull on that frickin' air horn and just lay it out.
Four-wheeler using two hands to eat a salad. Dude, I've seen everything here, Manning.
We're in Effingham,
Effingham.
Illinois. Exit, what, 159?
159 at the Petro.
At the Petro.
Yeah. Have you guys encountered a lot lizard? No, not
No, they're done with that shit. Thank
Yeah.
God.
yet. Ryan, you just lay on the air horn, huh?
Oh, you do? Man, good for you, dude.
You're heading to Flint, Michigan. You still driving? Don't drink the water up there.
Hey, Flint, are you, is he from Michigan?
No.
I live in Saginaw, Josh. That's like half an hour away from Flint. Don't drink the water in Flint.
Yeah. Oh, you're home, you lazy ass. Go to work.
You guys have a lot of love between you two, yes.
Who, me and Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's Big Bird. Yeah. Yeah. Me, Big Bird, and Chicken Hawk used to run together all the
You
time.
guys
We
go
used
to Florida, what? Florida.
to Maine. No, we
No.
go to Florida, but we don't go to Maine. That's the only state I haven't been in east of the Mississippi is Maine. Ryan will be the first one to want to go to Maine. He's from Maine.
No, he's from Boston.
I thought he was from Maine.
Where are you from, Ryan?
I thought he was a cop in Maine for 10 years. Why do you hate Florida, Josh?
Maine.
Maine, but
I don't know why I thought you were from Boston.
because he had to go there to Boston to go see his daughter when he flew out there.
That's right,
For the
that's
4th of
right.
July. Because he was out there. Are you sure you're not Big Bird? No, Josh is Big Bird. That's what Chicken Hawk gave him the name of Big Bird. Cool. Oh boy. What else we got? I heard Boston sucks. No, not really. You're not sure how you got that name, huh? That's when me and Chicken Hawk Juan used to take and drive around and all night long just coming up with names for people. We just decided to give you that name. Remember Teabag? Thanks.
Something else today. Won't hire in Oklahoma.
They
I
won't
lived
hire
in-
out Orlando? That's kind of weird because we go to Orlando all the time.
I lived in Mobile, Alabama, and when I called Millis, they wouldn't hire out of there, so I had to move to Georgia in order to get hired with them. I mean, luckily I used my father-in-law's address, and got my license, and then I was able to get hired there. So
Now that sucks, Chris Jones. Oh yeah, I'll be doing live streams once a week. I just was on vacation last week, so I didn't do any live streams.
what's your all CB's handle?
Mine is, I go by Bootlegger. I've had it for a long time, but Josh can tell you it was Triple GW and Kinky Twinkie, and we had a lot of fun when I was local with Josh and there at Monarch.
Yep, so you're in the same boat, Ryan. It was worth it though, wasn't it? Yeah, Ryan's is mad.
Chris Jones, if you they may tell you if you would want to leave your truck up in Albany, Georgia, and leave a vehicle up there, they'll probably hire you for here until we get more accounts down in Florida and just drive home to Orlando. But that'll probably be a little bit of a trek for you. What? Yeah, you did, but nobody was watching. What, my live streams last week? Oh yeah, when I was in Mackinac.
No, you did a live stream.
Yeah, we were out there just for about a 20-minute live stream real quick. Fun stuff. What we got? About another 3 minutes before we make it an hour video. But we just wanted to put this together real quick and just let you guys know that Mark passed his test. He's playing with the window and stuff, and guy in my class lives in PA and drove to Eden 8 hours or so. Yeah, but we have those. There's guys that make the sacrifice to take and come work here. So, yep. So we just wanted to let you know Mark passed his test, and we're working on getting his miles done. We're going to do some team driving, hopefully by the middle of this week and all next week, and get this stuff done. Put some more videos out. See if you guys like the Charlie and Timmy show that we put out earlier this morning.
What's the hardest part for you, Mark, during training?
Probably getting up there on the top bunk, yeah.
Yeah, I can't even really say that is. I think the hardest part was, for me, was the adjustment coming into this lifestyle and the work environment, and never driving a big rig. I didn't know one thing about it. I guess the most disappointing thing was maybe in training not having any weight in the back, especially with backing. So I guess if I could advise anything, I mean, something like that, not that it would help. And being away from the family. I mean, if you're in a relationship or with somebody, I mean, you definitely got to talk to them and make sure they're cool with it before they get into it. I mean, I discussed it with my wife for a little over a year before I actually was able to commit, and she stood behind me, and it is what it is. I mean, it's definitely a lifestyle, so anybody thinking about it or anybody that's in it will tell you the same thing. What made you choose Millis over Prime? I guess the other YouTubers that were out there that were pushing Millis, and then also the pay. I didn't really know what the per diem pay was compared to straight pay. I only was for the 43 cents, but in the long run I ended up switching to per diem, so which that's on one of Perry's videos. You'll get into that, or you can go back and watch that. But my biggest thing was it's a smaller company. It's continuing to grow. The people that I've met and talked with, the training staff, the instructors, my trainer particularly, I know Ryan's got a pretty decent trainer. Um, so yeah, just everything like that all played into effect. And then of course, living close to the yard there in Cartersville, like if we pass through there or whatever, I can go home for the night or whatever. But it's awesome. I think with Prime too is they were mainly to make money with them. You had to lease a truck, and then worry about the miles. Not that any miles are guaranteed, but with Millis, I mean, we're getting the miles. I mean, it's not been anything over extravagant or nothing that I couldn't handle, we couldn't handle together, and we worked things out. The pay, you strictly get paid just for the miles sent to the truck. We don't get any bonuses or anything like that while we're training. Now once we get on our own after the 15,000, we'll start getting the fuel bonuses and that sort of thing, safety bonuses. So I mean, that does suck part of training. There's no detention pay, which, I mean, you get all that afterwards, so it'll all work out. And the biggest thing is getting through your 15,000, getting your CDL while you're in training, and then being able to get out there and do it yourself. You get paid during training, yes. We don't get paid during school the first 18 days, Monday through Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of orientation. No, you don't get paid for it. I started getting paid the first day that Perry picked me up, and any miles that are dispatched to the truck, whether he drove or I drove, yes, I got paid for those miles. But like I said, none of the bonuses or anything like that until after you get through your 15,000 miles. But it's no big deal. I mean, you still make okay money. It's better than the 18 days of school when you don't get shit. You're making absolutely zero money. So definitely got to have some money saved, or making sure those bills are paid before you actually come in. And that's pretty much with any school. Yeah, no big deal about that. Absolutely. Ryan, yeah, my trainer had the boss son before me. He's a good trainer, no complaints. Yeah, see, so I mean, it's all on who you luck out with. Your biggest thing, I guess, with a trainer is you're going to get to talk to them first, and you'll be able to tell within the first 5 minutes, or you should be able to, what type of person they are, and can hopefully either overcome those situations or move on to another trainer. Like Perry said, you're a phone call away from picking up and requesting another trainer for whatever reason.
Now, guys, this page that me and the wife has put together, this Pebbles Bootlegger, my wife has been dealing with me being a trainer or driving for a while, and she you guys can comment back and forth, or have your girlfriends comment on my page, and my wife will contact you guys. Mark's wife is friends with my wife on Facebook and has told her ways to deal with being out on the road, so she kind of helps out. We're working on with Jennifer, which is my wife, to make this more of a family page with me doing the training stuff, and then her doing her lifestyle stuff at home and how we deal with being apart but still having a relationship. I do a lot of FaceTiming with her. I use a shitload of internet. I can tell you guys that. Plus you got to have a strong woman at home. But I got a grandchild, and it keeps my wife occupied. She's a manager at a school kitchen, and she has a lot of stuff that she's doing to keep herself occupied and everything. But why I'm out here on the road, so I can make the money, and then when I'm home, we enjoy our time together. But like I said, you also got to deal with you got to have a very strong woman at home that can deal with being on her own, independent, and that type of stuff. So
I don't know if it's better to find someone after you start trucking. I don't know how easy that's going to be. CL9, there's not a lot of women in the industry, and not only that, the ones that you do see are, no, I don't think so. But if you can find somebody while you're trucking, it's good. I mean, OTR don't expect to be home, any length of time, or every weekend, or every night for that matter. You go regional with Millis, you're home Friday nights, all day Saturday, and then some pull out Sunday night or Monday morning. So if you got a regional job, yeah, you could be home on the weekends, but you won't make the money like you would OTR, obviously, having those 2 days off every week.
Yeah, but if you find a girlfriend before you get into trucking, then you guys can do this journey together. But you find one after you're trucking, and a lot of times they may be materialistic and just want you for your money while you're not home, and then when you do come home, then you're a Disney boyfriend where you're buying a bunch of stuff. So it's a double-edged sword in a relationship.
Ryan's comment. That's out of Eden. I think Cartersville, they get around 25.
Yeah, Cartersville get about 25. Trenton guys get about 24 to 28, depending on where they're out of. Richfield's about the same. So, damn, it kind of sucks. Well, mileage-wise, that kind of sucks, or dating? But what do you think, Mark? You think we need to shut this down today?
Yeah, we can. I guess it was great talking with you all. I appreciate the congrats from all you all, and look forward to seeing and meeting a few of you guys that are on here that I don't know. Like I said, any questions or any concerns you might have, I mean, you can reach out to myself as well. I'll be with Perry the next week and a half, so y'all be good, be safe that are out there driving. Ryan, take care. Manny, it was good talking with you. CL9, the same thing. Jennifer, but you guys be good, and we'll talk with you soon.
Yeah.
Peace.
Talk to you guys later. Next week. Bye.